Welcome to the Ontario Crop Protection Hub. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find efficacy data using a couple of the different features that we have in the application. The first way that I'm going to show you to find this data is if you were to use a specific control search. So for example, the fruit crop control search, tree nuts control search, any of the control search options that we have here on this main page to find specific efficacy data. First, I'm going to click on the control search that I would like to use. So for the sake of this example, I'm going to use apples bearing. So I'm going to click on the fruit crop protection search. When I click on the fruit crop protection search, it then asks me to select a crop species. I'll do that by clicking in this search bar here, and it'll bring up a number of different crops. You can either scroll through this list. So you can scroll using whatever scrolling method you like, or you can actually just type in this box here. So I can see apples there, but I'm just going to show you how it works by typing in apples, and I'm going to click on apples bearing. Here, you're going to select a growth stage. For some of the other control searches, it'll be choosing an application method. So I'm going to click here. And for the sake of this example, let's just use petal fall. So again, I'll type, you could have scrolled, you can use either option, both work fine. So let's click on petal fall. It's going to bring up all of the products that are registered on apples and that are available for use at this growth stage. To find the efficacy data, so first, if you just wanted to, for all products, see all efficacy data, we're not going to use this narrow down by pest option here. What you can do is, let's just say that you wanted to compare a couple different products. So you wanted to compare Nova and you wanted to compare Senator. You can actually just click on this View Efficacy Breakdown button on both of these, and it'll just bring up another window with all of the efficacy data. So you'll see here that for Senator, there's a lot more efficacy data that we have for all of the different pests compared to Nova. You can also click other ones open. So if you wanted to click on all of these, it will show you all of the different efficacy information. You can click them all open. You'll just want to click the X here to shut them all after. So that will show you all of the efficacy data that we have available for these products for this crop. What we'll want to show next is actually narrowing down by pest. So let's just say that you knew that you were trying to manage scab. You would actually use this pest selector here, where it's going to show you a similar drop down, and you can actually select scab so that it only shows you products that are registered for use on scab for apples bearing. So let's just click here. And again, you can scroll so you can see that it's divided by insects, diseases, and a number of other options. So under diseases here, you can scroll down and you could just select scab, or you can just type in this box. So let's type, and we're going to click scab. So now that's narrowed it down to 21 products. This is showing products, all of these products are registered for use on scab for apples bearing. When I click open the efficacy view on all of these now, it's only going to show me the scab information. So it's a good idea to narrow down to the pest if you only care about seeing the efficacy information for that pest. That way you don't have that long list of all of the different pests that are available. Either way works though. So you'll see here that they all have fairly good efficacy on scab. So let's shut those. In another video, I showed that you can actually search by multiple pests. So let's do that again here. So we've already got scab there. If you didn't want to search for scab anymore as a pest, you could just exit that, or you could click the little trash bin, but let's keep scab there. We're also going to choose black rot just because it's the first one that I see in the list. And then let's also type in fly speck. So you'll see here that it's showing me any product that is registered for use on at least one of those pests. So not all of the products are registered for use on all of the pests, or have all of the pests listed on the label. But what you can do here is you can look at the sorting options. So we're going to click open view sort options. Right now, it's just sorting by chemical group. What we want to do is click this open and click sort by match selected pests. When you do that, it's going to bring any product that has more pests listed on the label for that crop up to the top, and it's going to push any product that only has one or has the fewest number of pests listed on the label to the bottom. So you'll see here that all of these products here have all 3 of the pests that are listed. When I scroll down, it goes down to 2, and then any of the products that only have 1 pest listed for use on apples are listed at the bottom. So let's scroll back up to the top. You can see here there's a bunch of information. So there's the toxicity to honeybees, the chemical group, the active ingredients that are available. You'll see based on this, so let's just say that we just wanted to compare any of the products that were non-toxic to honeybees. So let's just say that it's these 3 at the top. So we'll click the efficacy data open for those. And then we're going to click view efficacy breakdown here as well, and then also for full pan. So you can see that for full pan, we've got a 3-star rating, so that's effective on scab, and then it's moderately effective for black rot and fly speck. Similar or same for follow. And then as we scroll up, you can see that these first 2 products are showing similar efficacy as well, and they have fairly good efficacy. And then for this product here, it's showing fairly similar efficacy to those other products that we saw down below. So since these 2 products look like they have higher efficacy, let's just say that we wanted to compare those 2. So let's close these other ones. You don't actually have to close them. So let's just say we wanted to close those. And we wanted to look up the information for these products. So what you could do at that point is, now that you see that they have similar efficacy, you can look at the information for those products by closing this, and then you can click on the view details button. And that's where you would find the rate and comment information, the restricted entry interval, pre-harvest interval, max application information. But what you would actually want to weigh at this point too is which pest is the, I guess, of highest concern for you. So for these ones, let's just open them back up. So these have really good efficacy on all of the pests, but obviously for fly speck have very good efficacy. Let's just say that for these other ones that you wanted to make sure that something had really high efficacy on or activity on black rot, you would want to make sure that you're actually just comparing those as you go through. But again, for these 2 products, so let's just say that we wanted to go into pristine, we can find more information, and we can actually still find the efficacy information on that layer if you decided that you wanted to print it off, or if you decided that you wanted to save it as a PDF. So if we click on view details and open that up, and then we scroll to the bottom here, you'll see that it'll actually show you the efficacy information, the activity, and any caveats that are available for the pest efficacy data. And what you can do at that point is you could actually just print this sheet off, or you could save it as a PDF. So if you click print view, it'll actually prompt you to print. So that's how you would find specific information based on the crop and based on specific pests. If you weren't really sure which product you wanted to use and you just wanted to be able to compare all of the efficacy data that we have for apples, or for any of the other crops, if there was another crop that you wanted to find the information for, we can exit out of here. So let's click close, or we can click on the white space. To access the efficacy tables or the big efficacy tables, you can actually just click here under related links to view crop or pest specific efficacy tables. So if you click there, it'll take you there. I'll also show you from the home page how you can find that information. So if I click on the the ministry name up at the top, and then I scroll down to the bottom to the product listing, there's this efficacy view button here. So you can access it the way I showed you before, or you can access it from here. So if I click on efficacy view, it'll bring me to this next page where it says that I can compare products by pest efficacy for specific crop species and pest types. So here I'm going to select a crop species. When I click this open, you'll see a number of different crops. So again, you can scroll. If you start to type, so if I were to start to type apples, it'll actually bring me down directly to apples. So I'm going to click on apples bearing just because that was the example I showed before. It'll ask me to select a pest type. So in this case, before I was showing you diseases. So let's select diseases. Again, I can click open this drop-down menu, and then there's not many options here. So there isn't really a scrolling option, but you could just click on the specific pest type. So let's click diseases. And it'll bring up this table here that will show me all of the products that are registered, or all of the fungicides that are registered on apples, and then the various pests. And here you can actually scroll down and compare the information for different products. So in this case, let's just say that you were looking for a product that had efficacy on all of the different pests and you wanted to compare it. So for example, this copper spray, you can see that it has fairly low efficacy, but if you wanted to compare it to say another product that was available and that had higher efficacy, you'd be able to do that here. So you can just kind of compare looking up at the top, and then you can also look along this edge here. You can also switch that to insects or another pest type. What you want to do now, though, is either to find the specific management information, you would either want to go back to that control search. So you can go back to the home page by clicking the logo here, and you can go to the control search to actually find specific rate information or comment information. Or if you wanted to save this for later, you can actually click the print view. So when I click print view here, it'll prompt me to save it as a PDF or print. So you can just change this to a different printer. What you'll want to make sure you do for these efficacy tables, just because they are fairly wide, is click landscape. So rather than printing in portrait, which may be okay just because there's not a huge amount of pests that are listed here, you'll want to make sure that you actually click landscape as the options. So it'll just turn the page to landscape. And what that will do is it'll just provide you with the option to print this page here or save it as a PDF. So we'll just make that a bit smaller. This is essentially what it would look like if you printed that out. So it's got a bit of a disclaimer, and then you can save that information and it'll show you the efficacy key at the bottom. So basically what all of these numbers and all of the different asterisks mean. You'll just always want to make sure that if you are saving it as a PDF or printing, that you're always still checking the digital version and obviously checking the product label for information to make sure that it is up to date.